Alright, we're live here. What's going on, dude?
Good day, yeah. Long time no see.
Pacific Sports Talk Radio coming at you guys with Week 7 picks.
I'm Dean, this is Brady over here.
And if you guys haven't already done so, please hit the subscribe button. We come live every Wednesday, bringing you guys the best NFL analysis and some funny takes and other stuff.
Yeah, so we missed last week. We apologize. We had a lot going on in our personal lives. We're not going to go into that, but we appreciate you guys for being here. So how you doing, man? Good morning.
Doing all right, dude. Good morning to you as well. We're running a little late here, so we'll just get right into it.
Apologies again.
Yeah.
So
big NFL Week 7.
well, we should talk about last week for a sec.
Okay, yeah. Why don't you
So we missed.
Take the floor.
Sorry, we couldn't give out picks last week, but there were some crazy, games.
Yeah.
I wasn't, we got 3 overtimes. I was not expecting, Baltimore to mop the floor with the Chargers. That was pretty nuts.
I picked that one. I didn't talk to the stream, obviously, but I bet that game.
You expected them to win by 28 points?
Not 28, but I thought they could cover the 3-point spread there.
Yeah, but I'm just saying in general.
No, I didn't see a blowout, but
that was crazy.
I was confident in that was one of my only picks that I was pretty confident.
Yeah, because, Baltimore covered home. We might talk about that.
Yeah, definitely.
And then what else crazy happened? The Arizona Cardinals beat up on the Browns, but I don't know if that's too shocking. Baker Mayfield is dealing. I think he hurt his non-throwing shoulder, so that's we're going to be talking about that.
Yeah.
So, and the last big surprise for me at least was New England taking Dallas to overtime. That was shocking.
Yeah, you know what? I actually
they showed me something there.
I'll say this about that game because I had picked. I know I didn't talk about it with the stream, but I'll tell you my 3 picks that I was on was the Ravens, the Patriots plus 3.5, which didn't end up working out, and then I think it was the Browns. I like the Browns against the Cardinals at that time, but the Patriots, man, they had that game locked down. Mac threw an interception, and then you can't give the Cowboys any extra chances. They ultimately won it in the overtime.
Yeah.
But
New England has showed me more than I thought. They're with the rookie quarterback at the helm. I'm pretty impressed with the Patriots.
Yeah,
Bill's doing some all right.
Bill's doing great, but I think Mac Jones, just because he is the rookie quarterback, he's doing all right. But his late game interception really cost them the game. I know. Yeah. I think it was bobbled off someone, so I guess it wasn't.
Yeah.
He threw it too far.
Mac does his job a lot, though. He's not.
No, I'm impressed with him.
They're what the Patriots are going to do to you is they're going to dominate time of possession and run the ball and throw quick outs.
Yeah.
Curls. Okay, so last week, Week 7, man, there are a lot of buys this week. But
Dallas is out.
Chargers
are out. Those were 2 big
Minnesota.
teams.
Fantasy. Well, if you guys have questions, I'm dealing with. I think Fantasy Pros call it Bipocalypse this morning. It's pretty.
That's me too, man.
It's pretty rough out there. Jared Cook's out. Herbert's out. Mike Williams out.
I don't have
Dalvin,
Dak, and CeeDee Lamb.
I have Dalvin and Justin Jefferson out. So that's pretty rough.
That's rough. I had to drop Trey Lance.
I had to drop Justin Fields last week.
I had to drop Trey. I picked up Tannehill.
Look at us now. I didn't expect us to be here. Tannehill? Oh, that probably made you sick.
It made me sick, but I had to. He's playing against the Chiefs, so
that
secondary is trash.
Yeah, we'll get into that. All right. So if you have fantasy questions, y'all can ask. But we're gonna get into our football. So you could go first. Bets.
All right. So the first pick that I kind of wanted to go into.
Yep.
And I know we agreed. We talked a little bit last night. We went out and watched basketball, and we talked a little bit about them. So I forget which ones you had, but I think we might have agreed on a couple. So I'm just going to go.
It doesn't matter.
I'm going to go into this. I forget if we talked about this one. I like the Giants plus 3.
No.
Based on the fact that
we didn't talk about this.
Based on the fact that just what I've seen from Sam Darnold has been honestly a letdown. thus far. If any other quarterback was behind the helm there, I think they probably would have edged out the Minnesota Vikings. I don't know how they were able to even stay in that game with the way Darnold was just throwing the ball to the other team.
Interceptions, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. For some reason, like a 3-point spread, Sam Darnold going back into New York, bad vibes. Like I just think I don't know. I'd take Daniel Jones. I think Saquon's coming back. He's going to play. I don't know. I don't think McCaffrey's going to be playing for the Panthers. So
yeah, McCaffrey's not playing. I know.
Yeah.
That for a fact. I'm looking it up right now. Is Daniel Jones playing? Like how's his health? Because I know he was.
I think he's playing.
Because he was a little.
I know he was banged up.
He was pretty banged up. That's why the injury report. Yeah, he's playing.
Yeah,
Galladay's questionable. Tony, their first round wide receivers out. Saquon's questionable. You know, they're missing.
This might be a game.
Gilmore's out for the Panthers.
This might be a game that we come back to. Like,
it's a little crazy because they're very injured. Yeah.
All right, on Sunday though, if I see the injury report and I get the confirmation that Saquon plays and a couple other questionable players on the Giants, I think I would lean towards the Giants there. Maybe not one of our picks, but I like.
Yeah.
I'm interested in that one. I don't know. That's an interesting one to me, but maybe not one that we put in our picks.
I get it. It's they're a home dog, right?
Yeah,
that's the rationale behind it. So they're given the home 3 points. So really, they think these teams are like very like dead on even.
Yeah.
So I like where your head's at. Daniel Jones has been like. Man, him and Darnold have stunk it up the last couple weeks.
Daniel Jones, truly, he's like what they said on that one podcast.
He's boomer bust.
He's flash in the pan.
Boomer bust, same thing. Yeah.
But for some reason, man, I trust Daniel Jones a little bit more than I do with Sam Darnold because Sam Darnold's on a better team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they've been a letdown thus far.
Yeah. I like the home in that situation. If you had to make me pick on that game, I would choose the Giants.
Yeah.
But I think that's a sketchy game.
All right, no worries. That wasn't really one of my favorites, but I had to talk about it.
It's interesting. Well, it's kind of, it's almost a possible coin flip game for me, to be honest.
Okay. All right.
Well, I don't know about you. Like, it's a close game.
We can flip that. But how about you take us down what you like this week?
So I think we both agreed on this. We talked about it a little bit. But, the Bengals plus 6.5 against the Ravens. It's still the line is held. Yeah.
You like Bengals 6.5?
I like what the Bengals have shown me. You know, they had that. The Packers have always like kind of confused. Like I don't know where the Packers are at, but the Bengals fought them tough. I know the Ravens are coming off a game where they just slaughtered one of the best teams in the AFC. Mm-hmm. And I know that it's a home game and it's hard to bet against the Ravens at home.
Yeah.
But I really like what I've seen from Burrow, and, as you said, him and Jamar Chase have like a crazy hookup.
I think.
And the Bengals defense is much improved.
Well, here's what I like.
I'm very impressed with the Bengals
defense. What I'll say about the Bengals defense. The Bengals have a really good run defense. Like, really impressive. And what do the Ravens do best?
They run the ball.
They run the ball.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, I feel like this was a look-ahead week for the Bengals last game, where they're kind of circling the Ravens on their schedule. As far as the Ravens, they probably weren't even thinking about the Bengals. They were all in on the Chargers game.
Yeah.
So I kind of like the Bengals pick there. It's divisional.
And they beat up on the Bengals for over a decade, like a long time.
I think we're marking that one in.
I totally agree with you. I mean, the Bengals have been, sorry the pun, but like sharpening their teeth.
They're the ginger.
They want the.
They're the ginger stepchild.
Yeah.
That the Ravens have kind of bullied for the last 15
I mean, the Bengals
years.
have been the toilet of that division for forever. So
I like ginger stepchild better, but no offense to you, redheaded viewers out there.
Jesus,
it might be stepchild.
But yeah, that's why I like that game.
No, I love that game. That game's in our picks.
And I don't, I think I agreed with the Action Network. They said, the Ravens Chargers, that was a bad matchup because I still don't think the Chargers are, their stats like say a little differently, but they're not a great run team. Like they don't, because they can't feed Austin Eckler, right? Like he can't live up to the beating. So they were kind of like, there were a couple 3-and-outs happened and the game got away from them, and then the Ravens dominated time of possession. Totally. But I think, as you said with the Bengals, the run defense. So, yeah.
Dude, all right, so I think we shouldn't even really waste more time on this pick because, like, to me, this is clear.
Plus, you got it.
Clear,
Clear cut. Yeah, clear cut. Divisional.
All right, so I got another one.
Go ahead.
I'm kind of, I don't know, I had a bunch of picks. So I like the Browns +3, and I'll tell you why. I know we were on the Broncos a little bit yesterday, but I feel like
Thursday night game.
The Browns get Chubb back. I know it's Thursday night game, so it's like total chaos.
A little wild, yeah.
But the Browns I could see the Browns blowing out the Broncos because I don't really believe that highly in an offense that features, like a decent running back, but like not always consistent. And then they only have one wideout to throw to.
Yeah, Cortland Sutton.
I know Noah Fant's out there too, but like their offense is really, really, really.
No, I mean Handler was down for the season. Judy's not back yet, right?
No.
Yeah.
It's got me worried. Like offensively, I know their defensive line's great, but what can take out a good defensive line? Good run game. I think Chubb's going to be playing.
Is Chubb playing though? I thought Chubb's out.
I think Chubb's questionable, but I think if Chubb plays,
because Kareem Hunt is on the IR.
I know Kareem Hunt's done.
Nick Chubb won't play in Week 7.
Oh, he's not
against
playing?
Broncos. No, that's why
okay, well that changes everything.
And then Baker Mayfield's got a shoulder injury.
I don't care about his non-throwing shoulder though.
Do you think he's tough enough to play through that?
Yeah, I believe
the Broncos have a good defense.
No, but erase everything I said. It has nothing to do with Baker Mayfield. It was all about Nick Chubb. If he's not going to play, then I'll just scratch this. Can I take another game?
Yeah.
Can I get a mulligan?
I also think Odell's out too.
Can I get a
They're
mulligan?
missing some guys.
Can I get a mulligan here?
Yes, you can get a mulligan.
Okay.
I thought you knew that Chubb was out.
No, I didn't know.
Okay,
I'm a little behind on some stuff. All right. That was just essentially, I liked how they...
That's why in fantasy, Dearness Johnson was the top pick of the week. Because Chubb and Kareem Hunt are
This
out.
was such a weird week for me. I got to get back on it.
You're good.
Okay, I had the Bengals here. All right, I have one. Okay, here's an interesting one. New York Jets +7 going into Gillette Stadium, New England.
Mm-hmm.
The Pats, after their emotional roller coaster, losing to the Cowboys. And then the Jets are off of the bye week. I like the Jets. I know that it sounds kind of crazy.
So the 7, yeah.
It's a 7-point. It's a touchdown. I just don't feel confident enough that I'm going to give Mac Jones a 7-point spread to cover. I feel like when you give these rookies, I know he's playing another one, but 7 points is a lot. Do you confidently feel like Mac Jones can... I feel like the Jets can just backdoor cover, hit a field goal, and it's like a 4-point loss. You know what I mean? I don't think the Jets are going to win this game, but I don't love the fact that I'm taking Mac Jones at 7 points, regardless if he's at home, and regardless of how he played against Dak Prescott, because they almost lost to the Texans the week before against Davis Mills.
Yeah, it's I think that's an interesting game. I was looking at it yesterday. Because I was like, do I really? It's the battle of the rookie quarterbacks, but I trust Bill. Bill's at home, but 7's a lot of points. And I feel like people are going to jump all over them because of that Dallas game.
And they're off the Jets are off the bye week, man. They're totally rested. And let's think about the last 3 games that the Patriots have done. So they had the emotional roller coaster against Tom Brady where they almost won.
Mm-hmm.
Then they went to Texas and almost lost to the Texans.
Yeah.
They come home. They almost beat one of the arguably best teams in the league.
Mm-hmm.
And now they got the Jets coming in who are off the bye week. I just think, for some reason, man, I don't know. I think Patriots win, Jets recover.
I think... let's circle. I don't know if I love that, but,
okay.
but I like it. It's a maybe.
It can be.
It's a definite maybe.
Okay. Well, you're not on the Patriots there. Set -7, right?
Hell no.
Yeah.
No.
I think. Let me get the stat on it.
No, I'm not. I'm not on that Patriots -7.
Let me get the stat on it really quick, And
I think that pick's very intriguing.
I don't know. It's one of those that had me thinking. But here, wait. Let me get the stat on it really quick. The picks. So it's 92%. This is odds by Caesars Palace Sportsbook. 92% of the public right now is hammering the New England Patriots -7. The line hasn't even moved though.
Yeah.
So it's 92%, and then look at this money line, 99% to 1%. Like, I don't know. I personally, like, I get a little scared when I see 100% nearly of the bettors taking one side.
No, I think that's a fascinating pick.
I think
I'm
Vegas
intrigued.
makes their money back this week, and this is one of their games.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, we're gonna have a lot of dogs on here this week. It's a maybe. I gotta think about it a little bit more. But it's more of a maybe than I've said in the past. I'm very curious about that.
No, for sure.
So this would be the only. You know what? I'm gonna mix it up because we're just gonna be talking about dogs the whole time. I'm gonna pick one favorite, and it was against what the guys were saying. I like the Raiders -3 against the Eagles.
Love it.
I know that everything says like let's look at this. The Eagles played on Thursday.
Yeah.
They have a longer break, right? The Raiders just came off of beating a divisional opponent, the Broncos, and they went into Denver and beat them. And I know all the Gruden stuff is going on, but the Raiders, man, they've improved. I like what Ruggs has done. They got Drake and Jacobs are running the ball really well.
Is Jacobs gonna be back? Sorry to cut you off.
I think he's playing.
Yeah.
But they're playing in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
They think they're very even teams. The Eagles are dealing with a lot of injuries on both sides of their line. So I think, the Eagles have been in some games that I don't know if they should have been in. Like, I think that the Bucks, the Bucks-Eagles game on Thursday where it was so close and the Eagles covered.
It was a backdoor cover.
It was a backdoor cover, and it was a Thursday night game. So I can't take a lot out of that game,
No.
And the Bucks haven't looked amazing, they're secondary. So it's, I think it's going to be kind of a high-scoring game, like, to be honest. I know that they both have pretty good defensive lines, but I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, and I like the Raiders.
I like the Raiders, too.
I like the Raiders -3. I think that's the only favorite I have.
Well, when in doubt, back Vegas after a couple of
home Vegas game.
Weeks.
Yeah. So Raiders -3.
-3. All right. 2 of your picks are in there. Okay. So.
Well, we agreed on the Bengals.
I agree on that one too.
The Bengals was a mutual pick. Though,
I just think the Raiders. I don't know if they get Josh Jacobs back. Like I just don't really fully trust Jalen Hurts to win, or I don't know.
I don't like Sirianni that much, and I know that I think to be honest, I think this sounds crazy because they're both dealing with coach problems.
Yeah.
I think the Raiders are going to kind of be united. I feel like they're kind of like those street alley dogs that just unite over something like this. Like I know that's like contradictory to popular belief, but I like the Raiders here at home. I think after all that crap with Gruden, I think they're going to come out and win this game.
Yeah, they're a good team.
Josh Jacobs is playing.
Yeah, I like the Raiders too.
Okay.
All right, so a pick. We're just kind of hammering these in. All right, so the Dolphins coming back from London. They lost to the Jaguars. I didn't get a chance to watch the whole game, but it was pretty crazy. Some London tomfoolery taking place.
Yeah.
In that one. But I like the Dolphins +2.5. I like the Dolphins money line. I think Tua, he's back, and the Falcons just suck. Like plain and simple, dude. The Falcons are trash, and
yeah,
I just like I see the Dolphins bouncing back here. They're a better team than the Falcons are.
Yeah. It's funny. The Falcons' only win is in or one of their 2 wins is in they won in England. Remember?
Okay. Yeah. Was that against the Jets?
Yeah. So you can't take much out of that, to be honest. I was up at 6 a.m. watching it because I had Kyle Pitts, who dominated. Thank you very much. But
good job.
Yeah, so the Falcons. Okay, so the Falcons coming off a bye and they're at home. At no, they just had their bye. That's
Yeah.
that's
No. Dolphins played London.
no, but the Falcons.
Oh,
The Falcons just had their bye,
Falcons.
and the Dolphins are coming back from London.
Yeah.
You don't think that's a big deal?
Um.
I like that pick. I like it, but then I looked at that because Kyle Pitts was out for me,
Yeah.
and the Falcons had a bye, and the Dolphins are coming back from London. That would be the only thing that gives me pause.
I kind of want to look up a stat really quick.
Go ahead.
Teams record.
Because that is like relevant to this, that's kind of a big deal.
No, that's a really good point.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I'm trying to.
so we're thinking about whether to do plus 2.5 on the Dolphins.
Okay, so teams. All right, wait. So
You looking up the stat?
yeah. All right, so surprise. All right, so ESPN has it here.
He's looking up what are teams. I'm assuming you're looking up what teams are coming back from London, right?
All right, so teams that played in London went on. The teams that went on to play in London after they went 124 and 124 and 2 for the rest of the season. They don't have the game right after.
Okay.
But it's a 500 winning.
They're 500. Okay.
Yeah.
I just that would be the only thing that gives me pause with that game.
No, I got you.
Because you told me we listened to the action. They didn't talk about that, which I was kind of a little shocked about. Because
no, you're right.
That's a huge thing. That's why I might not want to stay do that game. That's the only.
I don't know, man. I'm looking at the stats here.
Yeah, totally.
I think that it's a little bit more on the myth side. That the London game does have an effect for sure, but I don't think it's enough to
Well, it's not just that.
It's enough to cover the fact that the Falcons are just absolutely.
They're terrible. I know. I have a little love for the Falcons. I'm not.
You do, and I think.
But I'm just saying they are coming off of a bye. It's not just the London thing. It's the combination of those two things.
I just can't trust Matt.
And it's a home game.
Can you trust Matt?
No, I can't trust Matt Ryan.
Okay,
no, I can't.
Look, the Dolphins.
I can't do
the
it.
Dolphins' defense is all right.
Yeah.
I could see the Dolphins taking the ball away from Matt a couple times.
I think there'll be interceptions on both sides, to be honest.
I mean, I think Tua throws one, Matt throws two.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Be nice. It'd be an interesting bet. Yeah, I like it. That would be my only issue with it. The Falcons playing at home, coming off the bye, and the Dolphins coming back from England. That would be my only.
For sure.
That's a maybe.
Dolphins money line there though. I don't even care about.
Oh yeah. So wait, Dolphins money line.
I don't care about the spread there. I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh, you would just go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they would win that.
Because plus 2.5 isn't a big enough. It's a maybe. Okay. So, do I go next?
Yeah.
Okay. So, we both have this. This isn't because it's such a ginormous spread, but okay, Houston's at Arizona, and it's plus 17.5. So, what do you think about that?
So do we know if Tyrod's playing?
So Tyrod. So the thing is, it says he's on IR, but they don't need to notify people until. Okay, now what's so Monday? That was 2 days ago. Coley says Tyrod Taylor hamstring is day to day.
Okay, that's a huge deal.
But he may be activated. They don't coming off of IR. They don't have to report it at the start of the week. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I don't know. Personally, I feel like Davis Mills gives me a little bit of worries with that one. But if it's Tyrod, I love it.
Yeah.
I don't know. 17 is a lot, but the Cardinals...
It's 17.5.
17.5 is a lot, but the Cardinals are capable of putting on 21 points like that.
Yeah.
3 and out, touchdown. 3 and out, touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We know that there's a good chance that this is more one of those backdoor cover games. But if Tyrod's in it, I could see it being a 10-point.
Yeah, I think the Cardinals might overlook Houston because of how terrible they are, and it's a home game,
No, you're right.
they are baiting you into taking,
I think that's an outlier. Like,
I just think that's so crazy. That's like, as you said, what did you say? You called it college football spread. That's literally what it is.
no, that's college football spread, hands down.
And it's a low college football spread, which is kind of funny.
I just think, I don't know. I think we talk about it, keep our eye on it. Maybe we don't punch it in.
Tyrod would be, this would be later. Yeah.
These two, we know that like the health of these teams we're a little bit more comfortable with the Raiders and the Bengals.
Yeah, totally.
All right.
If you guys have fantasy football questions too, you can ask. In the chat, we can answer them.
Always down.
So, what do you want to talk about next?
Okay. So, let's see. I like. Okay. Well, this is my last one that I have written down, and then we might have to get into some other games. But I have the Saints -5. And it's a little sketch. It's Monday Night Football, but it's in New Orleans.
New Orleans.
And I think...
so it's the Seattle.
I don't know, dude. Like, I think Seattle is going to be last place for as long as Russell Wilson's out.
Which is week 10 or
like,
something.
They coasted in that game. They still lost to the Steelers. And they tried their freaking best to win that game. Like, they had to pull out all the stops.
Mm-hmm.
They still couldn't get it done.
It's 4.5 now.
4.5?
Yeah, it moved.
All right, I like that even better. I think I like Jameis Winston and the Saints win the cover.
You hate Jameis Winston.
And what is this telling you?
Yeah. You didn't think Geno Smith showed you a little something? I don't know. He's all right.
That late game fumble was brutal.
Yeah,
that was. I mean, Watt made a great play on it, but the fact that he put himself in the position to lose that game, like if you're gonna run it up the middle, like you better turn on those jets and get that first down because someone's gonna tackle you, and what are they gonna try and do? Everyone's at the end of the game; they're just gonna try and get the ball back.
Yeah. I do agree. Like Seattle, like that game going to overtime. The Steelers aren't the Steelers of old. They have not impressed me at all. Ben Roethlisberger looks like a and I know we always say the past 4 years, he looks like a statue. But Ben Roethlisberger looks like Phillip Rivers almost, like at the end.
He looks bad.
Like he looks, and he has like I don't care that Juju's hurt. He's still got Chase Claypool, Deontay Johnson. He's got some dudes out there, and he looks terrible. So that, the Seahawks holding the Steelers to 24 points is not like some big deal to me at all. Like, I hated how Pitt's offense looked like in that entire game. So I think I don't like the Monday night games, and New Orleans has been so up and down, but I don't like Seattle. So,
where do you lean there?
If you made me pick, I'd probably say the Saints to cover.
Okay.
But, I don't love that game. But Seattle has looked atrocious. So it's like, yeah. I think it's in the maybe.
I don't know. I think, I don't know what else
23 points, not 24.
I don't know what else the Seahawks can really do. I mean, I think the Saints are a better team than the Steelers. And it was a close cover there. I don't know. There's a level of mediocrity that a lot of these teams I put them in. And the Steelers are in there. They're kind of like the poster boy for the mediocre teams, really. You know what I mean? Just kind of average.
Well, they have a good defense. They have a great defense.
They have good wide receivers. They have good defense.
They need to move on at quarterback. That's their problem right now.
So. Well, another issue that they were talking about was the fact that, their whole offensive line changed. And a lot of people talked about it, right? They have no offensive line. But it's true, a lot of the guys that have been with Big Ben for, most of their successful years, they went and moved on. After the game they lost to the Browns, Big Ben was crying on the bench because he was like, this is my center's last year. I think it was his center. Maybe it was his left guard. But, it's a big deal, man. The chemistry between your offensive line and the quarterback, that's one of the biggest issues with Tom Brady and the Bucs in the early part of last year.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting that you bring that up because that's actually a huge deal because I remember, we watched the Niners games, in the Lamar, like, there's a different way you defend Lamar Jackson if you're an offensive line than you would, Tannehill or Roethlisberger or somebody. Tannehill's a little bit more mobile, but you have to know the tendencies of the quarterback. Are they gonna go?
Step up.
Are they a very old statue quarterback where you have to know their tendencies, like how to protect them easier? Because Roethlisberger is not mobile, zero mobility.
I think Tom Brady at 45 is more mobile than Ben
I think so
Roethlisberger.
too.
You know what I mean?
No, I agree. Well, Ben Roethlisberger really hasn't taken care of himself his entire career. He's just played off of just arm talent.
They talk about him being in the best shape of his life right now, and I look at him and I'm like, dude, he just looks the same.
Who, Roethlisberger?
Yeah.
Well, there was but remember, in his in his 20s, he just didn't work. Having heard the stories, he didn't work out. He just did it off a
He looks like a burger and a shake,
I just think there were so many years there where he didn't work on his body hard enough, and it's catching up to him. It's too little too late, is what I'm trying to say.
He didn't care enough.
Yeah. Well, after he won a Super Bowl, he's like,
maybe it's time we start listening to Antonio Brown, They had their falling out.
AB's nuts. We're not getting into the AB.
Antonio Brown threw a football at Big Ben at practice one time.
Yes, I remember hearing about that. Yeah.
To be honest, Big Ben, man, it was always fun watching him play when he was in his prime because it was he couldn't get taken down. It was just such
because he's 6'6",
But it was so amazing to watch.
He's like Justin Herbert's height, but he weighed, I think, 30 pounds more than Justin Herbert.
But it was crazy to see him extend those plays, almost like the way Russell Westbrook does it, but
Russell Wilson.
We
watched
basketball.
Warriors Lakers last night.
I always do that.
And we were watching Russell Westbrook.
But the way Wilson can extend a play, he does it evading, but Big Ben doesn't care. The defensive lineman could be holding his freaking waist, and he's going to be, pushing his way to extend it. I don't know. It just was always fascinating for me to watch.
Yeah.
But it's time for him to hang up the cleats and, retire.
Yeah. So I think it's an interesting game. I think it's a little.
The Steelers, are they on a bye week this week?
No, they're playing. Oh wait, yeah, they are.
They're on a bye.
They're on a bye.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I kind of went through all my picks, to be honest. But I kind of feel like we should talk about maybe one or two more and then hop over to the other two sports.
Okay. Yeah. I wrote down two.
Okay.
So how about we do? How about
one each and a coin flip? Or what do you think?
You could bring the Jets over. I'm cool with the Jets.
Okay. It's
Texans. We shouldn't bet. Without Tyrod's information.
I think the Jets is one of those bets that you don't want to make. That you feel sick to your stomach.
Mm-hmm.
But then I think Sunday night comes by, Sunday evening. This is an early morning game.
Yeah.
We'll just be wow, we were so stoked we took the Jets. Hopefully that's the case.
Yeah. Well, okay, so two of them that are just kind of interesting. So the Bears-Bucks. So the Bears are playing at the Bucks. It was 12.5 yesterday. It's 13 now. What do you think?
The Bucks and the Bears?
Yeah.
It's in Tampa, right?
Yeah.
I think I would have that spread at 8.5.
Isn't that spread just too? People are hammering the Bears. I don't know what your action thing says, but
I think I have that spread in my head. If someone were to be like, "What do you think the spread should be?" I'd have it at 8.5. The Tampa Bay defense is too injured for you to trust them on a 13.5, or was it 13 regular?
It's 13.
13-point spread. Their defense is too banged up. I know that they could put a lot of points up in a hurry, and I know the Chicago defense isn't great either, especially their secondary.
Yeah.
But what is one of those things that Tom Brady always struggles with in this, what's his weakness?
The D-line.
Dude, it's when their team can get to him.
Rush.
We saw it in 2007. We saw it in 2012. Those two Super Bowls that stand out. Dude, when you get to the quarterback, especially when it's Tom Brady, if you hurry him on his throws, if you put some QB pressures down, he's not going to look as GOAT-like as he would normally.
Yeah.
I like the Bears.
You do?
Plus 13.5. I know it's a rookie
13.
quarterback. 13. I keep saying that. The thing that I would worry about is Tom against a rookie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
what is he really good at? Here's the other argument.
He dominates rookies.
He dominates. I traded. What's up, Vibe Shane?
I traded Cordell Patterson for Ridley because I needed a wide receiver desperately. Was it a good trade?
Yeah.
I like it. I think the Falcons are getting better. That's interesting. So Cordell Patterson. So
I have a thought on that.
what's your thought?
So you traded Cordell when his value was highest, and you got Calvin Ridley when his value was probably.
You bought low. Yeah.
You bought low. You sold high. I don't know. I think that's a pat on the back right there, Vibe.
I mean, Ridley.
Well
Ridley's a beast. Cordell Patterson may be like a Robbie Anderson this year. You know, he may consistently keep value.
Yeah.
But I love Calvin Ridley.
The only reason you should keep Cordell Patterson is
the running back wide receiver thing.
Because you can place him in a running back.
If you need a wideout, I love that. If you're good on running backs, I love it. Yeah. I think Calvin Ridley's going to get better.
I feel like personally, if I was in the shoes of a Cordell Patterson owner, the only real reason I would like him on my team is if I wasn't very deep at the running back position.
Yeah.
And I had a guy that pretty much was a wide receiver, but he gets 7 rushing attempts a game.
Mm-hmm.
And counts as a running back. That's valuable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially if it's PPR too.
Anyway, so we like the trade.
We like your trade, bro. Keep it up.
Yeah, vibe. Okay, so the Bears Bucks. So you're not Matt Nagy just is a little sketchy. Justin Fields has improved every game.
Okay, really?
He's been improving every game. Yeah. The problem is though,
yards wise or what?
They're defending his QBR. I know has gone up every game. I know that's a little next gen, a little stat, but
no, I got you.
They are using the run game to defend him though, because he was he took all those shots early in the season. I know you're into the Bucks. You're our beat reporter for them. How is the Bucks D line doing? That's run stopping wise. That would be the only.
That's their biggest strength.
That's the only problem with this game.
They're a really good run stop, but what it's gonna essentially do is, and if you're looking at taking a prop bet on this game, I would lean towards Allen Robinson over in yards.
He's been bad this year.
I know he has, but I'm saying Allen Robinson's gonna be it's gonna be daylight out there.
Is this the Justin Fields breakout game that we've been waiting for?
I don't know if it's the Justin Fields breakout game. We got another comment.
Well, who are the best football players in the world? Oh, the best football players in the world. Oh, here's the question for you. Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, Neymar, and Pablo.
I don't know, man. After Messi...
Robert Lewandowski. Zlatan?
After Messi's game yesterday...
He's the soccer guy.
I'm not even a soccer guy. And I'm sorry we can't convert your name on there, but we will answer your question with ease here. It's Lionel Messi. I'm going to hand it to him.
Wow.
After his performance,
this guy's Portuguese too. That's why it's a little crazy.
After his performance yesterday, scoring 2 goals in the last 15 minutes and putting his team on his back there, I gotta respect that. Got a lot of good players there, but I'm gonna go with Messi, and I'm Portuguese.
Yeah. So Ronaldo, he should Ronaldo.
And Ronaldo scored 7 straight goals, or a goal in 7 straight games. No one had done that aside from 2 or 3 other guys.
Yeah.
So that was pretty impressive.
I like Messi more, to be honest. I think he's more the team guy,
Yeah, Ronaldo's
just out there ruthless, cutthroat, just gonna score.
We don't know a lot about soccer, admittedly, even though I sometimes bet on it.
Yeah.
When I shouldn't.
You do it right. Okay, but thanks for the question.
Appreciate it. Yeah. If you guys have any other fantasy football or just
sports,
if you got a sports question or
we'll try our best.
Something's got you down. We'll do our best to give you guys.
We love sports. We watch all sports.
We'll give you guys advice.
Yeah. So
and subscribe if you.
Appreciate the subscribe
if you guys haven't done so.
So would you take the Bears here? What would be? Like, are we thinking about taking the Bears?
All right, so
13 points, man.
back to American football.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
That's just such a huge spread for a Bears team that I kind of like. And the Bucs are like, as you said, they're hurt. But
yeah.
it's a kind of a sketchy game. It's a little close.
Dude, I have freaking no idea now that we've talked about it. I think that if I were to bet on this game, if you point a gun at me and you made me do it,
Life or death.
I think I would do the Bears.
Okay. I think I'm in the same boat with that. Yeah.
All right, so our soccer fanatic in the chat says, in my opinion, Robert Lewandowski is the best player in the world in the last 2 years. And you know what, dude? I'm probably going to have to give it to you on that. I think Messi's been getting a little bit older. You know, he needs a little bit more talent around him. But that's all I really got on that topic. Man.
I think that's a fair take. Yeah.
We appreciate you throwing that curveball at us.
Yeah, we like mixing it up, so thanks.
Yeah, man.
So we'll go back to American football again. So we love it. So last one. Okay, so Washington at Green Bay. It was 9.5 yesterday. It's gone down to 9 points. I think. Oh man, we were watching action. I don't love Simon's takes sometimes, but I almost think that Green Bay is going to cover 9 points at home against the Washington football team, who, man, Heineke has kind of fallen off a cliff the last couple games.
Dude.
And their pass rush isn't as good as we thought it was.
Genius of you, by the way, to move on from McLaren. Like, I don't want...
I'm hurt without Daryl, though. I love Daryl Henderson.
I don't want any part of that Washington football offense with Heineke, the way he's been playing. He looked lost out there.
Yeah, I just... okay, so this is kind of interesting. Ron Rivera would not count out Fitzmagic starting in 2 weeks. Like, coming back with how terrible Heineke's been playing. Like, Fitz might just go in and start. So,
totally.
I just, I hate betting on Green Bay. Because Green Bay, we don't know what the hell they are. Because they only have one good receiver. Like, they always, like... I don't love their defense. They have some good corners this year.
But I can't just keep betting against Green Bay every week.
Yes.
And getting screwed over by Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I feel like it goes the same with the Cowboys. Like,
yeah,
the Cowboys are 7-0 against the spread.
Yeah.
Or 6-0, whatever, 6-0.
Yeah, 6-0.
Which is ridiculous.
It's crazy.
And we've been against them. We've thought, like, all right, we like the Cowboys the first 3 weeks. I know it's a different topic, but... Then we bet against them for 3 weeks because we're like, there's no way they're going to keep covering these spreads.
Yeah, the Chargers game was the last game, I think. We bet, like with the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, and then we went on the Giants, they got smoked. And we went with the Eagles, and they got smoked. We've lost a little bit now to the Cowboys. But with Aaron Rodgers, man, like I just can't confidently say that this Washington football team, with the defensive line that really hasn't been getting it done, is going to have enough firepower with the way Taylor Heineke.
Did you see what he said to the
Bears?
The Bears last week?
I owned you my whole life.
I still own you. Didn't he say I still own you?
No, he said I still own you. I've owned you my whole, excuse my language, fucking life. I mean, and we listened to that other podcast that provided by the Action Network.
Yeah.
And one of the hosts on it is a Bears fan. And he was like, dude, that was, like, one of the most, like...
savage things ever.
He's, like, savage, but he was like, dude, that just, like, that frickin' nailed me. He's like, that really got to me, you know?
Well, you know what,
because it's true.
It is true. To add on to that, when Aaron Rodgers has the, pardon my French, FU kind of mentality, what did he do last year? Everyone counted him out. Jordan Love. He won the MVP.
Yeah.
When Aaron Rodgers has that mentality, I don't bet against Aaron Rodgers.
No.
Aaron Rodgers is in killer mode right now.
Him and Tom Brady are like that.
Oh my God. Just like...
I don't bet it.
I kind of want to bet Green Bay this game, -9. I don't know about you. It's moved. It's not 9.5. I like this. But it is a lot of points.
That's a lot of points.
It's a lot of points. They're at home. It's a lot of points. The Washington defense is all right. I like what I've seen from Aaron Rodgers, Like, I think winning that game against the Bengals, was actually kind of a big deal. I think the Bengals are pretty good at home, like on the road. I mean,
yeah, no, you're right. The Chiefs played the Washington football team last week, and they pummeled them.
They beat the crap out of them.
31-13.
Yeah.
But the game was closer than it looked. They got a couple.
It got at it. Yeah, it got at it.
Taylor Heineke threw an interception. I think they got it for a pick six.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I don't know. I kind of lean towards the Packers here. I'm like,
if you had, it's kind of like the Bears, right? It's kind of like that. A little
but
bit.
I feel like we should talk over these ones and try and.
That's all I have. So we should cut and get a couple. By the way, if you guys watching, if you guys have any fantasy questions or anything, we can answer anything in the chat.
Yeah.
We're just gonna go over our picks. So far, what we like our favorites are the Bengals 6.5 at the Ravens plus 6.5. The Raiders -3 at home versus the Eagles, and the Jets +7 on the road against New England. And we're gonna cut some of these maybes. So we got about cool. We have 6 maybes. This will be interesting.
Yeah, we have.
Oh no, the Jets is done.
Cross out the Jets.
5.
Okay, we should try and move at least one more in there. Oh, that's
so I
much.
think I don't. You keep
I
moving it. Why?
I tried getting the pumpkin on there. I'm trying to be festive.
He's
right?
doing his little pumpkin thing. Here it is. Here it is. There it is. It's right there. All right.
Good vibes.
Happy Halloween, people. Soon. What are we on here?
All right, let's move.
I don't think we can do the Texans because we don't know about Tyrod Taylor. I think that's a very later in the week. I think we could kind of not cross it off, but say we can't do that until we know if Tyrod Taylor's playing.
Well, you know what we could do with that Texans game is we could talk about the over.
You think the over? So,
well,
do you think they're going to score a bunch of points with David Mills back there, though?
The over-under is 47. I think we can confidently say that.
30.
The Cardinals are going to get
30
30
points.
Yeah, you already beat me to the punch. There.
Yeah. So we just need him to get 17 points.
17 points, and that would be the cover. So if you think
it's 46,
47.
So it would be a wash.
But do we think that the Cardinals get 30 on the dot? They might get 32. They might. Who knows what they get? 34. 35.
Yeah, I think the Cardinals' mentality is just going to be to run up the score because I don't think they're scared. Well, they aren't. They aren't scared of the Texans. So
it's a backdoor coverage.
They're not going to run. It is a backdoor cover game.
It's not going to be one of those games where the Texans and the Cardinals are neck and neck. Watch, I say this now, and then we watch it, and it's tied 14.5. But I'm just saying, I don't think it's going to be neck and neck. I like the Texans 17.5, and I would pair that with the over. I don't think that it would be the under. You know what I mean? You figure out, yesterday, I bet on the Dodgers to win the game.
Yeah.
And in doing so, I said if the Dodgers win the game,
the over's going to hit.
No, I was like, Mookie Betts is probably going to get over 1.5 bases. I know.
Oh, you did the Mookie Betts bet?
Completely different, but I paired the two.
Okay.
I feel like it's wise sometimes to think about, all right, if this team's going to do this, then likely this would happen.
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
So I feel like the Texans or the over or both would be decent picks there. I don't know.
Yeah,
How do you feel about that?
I think.
How do you feel about that?
I think. Yeah, that'd be interesting to pair those.
Interesting topic. Maybe we'll leave it out, but we're gonna throw this out there and maybe talk about it next week. I kind of like it personally. You're kind of the gatekeeper here.
I'm not. You just want to bet everything though. You're wild.
I might be known to throw a couple bets down here.
I was the one that liked the Texans. The more you talk about that, I like that. But which one do we like better, the over or the cover?
Well, what do you feel more confident on? Do you feel more confident that the...
It's going to be... They're either both going to work or they're both not.
I think the Texans get 17 points for sure.
Yeah.
I give them 17. Can they get to 20? That's the cover. 20 is the cover.
20 is a lot of points.
20 is the cover.
Yeah.
20 is the cover. 17 is kind of the push.
Yeah.
But 17.5 is nice because that means if it's 17, if they lose by 17, they cover.
If it's 34-17, they cover.
Yes.
And I could totally see that being the score.
If it's 30-17, which I could see being the score, they cover, and the over-under is a push.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I don't see them covering like 14-28. Like, I don't think the Cardinals are going to score under 30.
Yeah. Well, what do you think? Do we do the cover then?
Yeah, let's throw it in there.
Oh, okay, let's do it then.
That's too big of a spread.
Yeah, I think it's just too large. Like
Plus 17.5. I like that. Are they at home too, or no?
the Cardinals are home. No.
Cardinals are. Well, it's not too far. Arizona, the Southwest.
Yeah.
Okay. We got 4 picks right now. We have, so just to recap, the Bengals 6.5. They're going into Baltimore. We like that divisional game.
Mm-hmm.
The Raiders are at home, taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. We like them -3. Then the Jets are kind of our wild card, but we're going to bet on it because we like to do things like that. So +7. We like doing those disgusting bets. +7 Jets, and then +17.5 Texans. So we got 2 trash teams. And then 2 teams that we kind of feel like could be getting a little undermined here.
Okay, so Texans. So we got the Dolphins, the Saints, the Bears, and the Packers.
I don't know what you feel like. I feel like we're going to stay away from the Monday Night Football game. Like, if we're going to bet on that, dude, that'll just be, like, our own thing.
Yeah.
I guess it's between Dolphins, Bears, and Packers. And, like, maybe we do one coin flip. And maybe we'll do Dolphins, Falcons coin flip.
Okay. I'm with it.
And then maybe we decide between the 2 NFC North
What
teams.
are we at, our coin flip, by the way?
Our coin flip, our record, I think it's
3-2.
3-2, yeah.
You have it written down somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can go
I
through
think
it.
we're 3-2.
We're going to say we're 3-2 for now. I think that's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Right.
We're either 3-2 or 4-1. We're not below 3-2. I know that.
Yeah. I think it's 3-2.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll do, man, the how many times? This is the 3rd time we've done this with the Falcons. It's like the 3rd time with the Falcons. So the Falcons, the Eagle. We're going to do the Bird.
The head would be the Dolphin.
The Dolphin.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Dolphins on the board. Finish the
It's going
job.
to be the Dolphins.
Finish the job.
Oh, yeah, it's the Dolphins.
Dolphins money line.
Which is what you wanted.
You know what's funny, though, is like a lot of the times I feel like when either of us are confident on one, like
it goes that way.
it goes that way, and a lot of the times it's right.
Yeah.
The coin flip just,
We're over 500 on the coin flip so far.
We'll say we're 3-2 because I feel like that's probably more likely.
Yeah.
But still, it's been profitable so far.
Yeah, if you just follow, you're in the money if you follow our coin flips. That's kind of nuts.
Well, we pick a good coin flip game.
We do.
We
So
really find the 50-50.
Bears, Packers. So
Dude, all right, so dude, really what it is here is, do we trust Tom? Are we more scared of Tom or Aaron Rodgers right now? Essentially, it's like those are the 2 quarterbacks that we.
no, we're trusting in Aaron Rodgers.
No, I'm saying okay, yeah. No, but I'm saying, do we trust Aaron Rodgers more than we're scared of Tom Brady? That's what I'm trying to say. And I know what you're gonna say. You're probably gonna go with the Aaron Rodgers side, but just with how many weapons are on that Bucs team.
I know.
Like, Davis Mills.
I like Aaron Rodgers. I
know what you're gonna say.
I like. I hate not taking the +13 because I like it. I wrote it down, maybe, but like, I hate Matt Nagy, and I don't trust Matt Nagy at all.
I'm a little.
Justin Fields has to finally air it out this game, and he hasn't done it much.
Okay, here's my take then. I bet on the Bears last week. That's another. I bet on a lot of games. All right, spoiler alert.
Okay, go ahead.
But I bet on the Bears against the Packers last week. I got burned by Aaron Rodgers, and I saw that Bears team get
24-14. What did you bet on? What
they
was
were
it?
+5.
Who, the Bears?
Yeah, it was a divisional game.
Oh, so the Packers covered.
Yes, they've been covering a lot.
Yeah.
No, but what I'm trying to say.
Okay, get to the point. Go ahead.
My thoughts are all over the place, man. It's.
That's why I like the Packers right now.
Wait, hold on. I had something to say there.
Go ahead, sorry.
the Bears, like,
Yeah.
I bet. Oh, here's what it was. I bet on them to cover last week, right? It was a 5-point spread, but it was divisional.
Mhm.
Okay, they know the Packers better than they know the Bucks.
That's true.
Essentially, this is kind of like a similar spread. I think there's more value here on the Bears because it is plus 13. But like, I still like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Like me going back-to-back weeks against Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady, betting on Justin Fields and Matt Nagy, just kind of makes me want to get sick.
So you agree with me?
I agree with you that we should take the Packers.
Yes.
Yeah, but you were talking about the Bears.
Well, but I brought up the Bears because I thought it was interesting.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It was in my maybe it's interesting because that's a huge spread.
I think they do cover it, but like, do I want to sweat?
I agree with you. No, that's what I was talking. I just thought it was an interesting game to talk about.
All right, we'll take the Pack.
Cool.
All right, the Pack -9. All right, so we have the Bengals plus 6.5. We have the Raiders -3. Jets plus 7. Texans plus 17.5. Packers -9 against the Washington football team.
So 3 dogs and 2 favorites.
Yeah, hopefully, we do well this week.
Yeah. I do also like that the 2 favorites we picked are at home,
Yeah.
We didn't pick some away, favorites,
Yeah.
which are always kind of a toss-up,
Yeah.
All right.
For real.
Cool. And then our coin flip bet, Dolphins money line. We'll see.
That's usually
That's going to be a crazy game. I think it's going to be high scoring.
I think Dolphins are going to blow them out.
Really? Wow.
I'll take them by a touchdown.
Wow. I'm intrigued by that game.
I don't have.
What time is that game on? Oh, it's at 10 a.m. Get some coffee, bro. Let's watch it.
I don't have any freaking faith in that. We're going to be hungover as hell watching that.
I don't know. We don't drink. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're right. We're not going to the tailgate. All right.
Okay, we're done with football. So, do you want to get into some? We'll quickly go over some baseball and basketball.
Yeah, let's talk really quickly. The Giants. Bummer that they didn't get past the Dodgers there, but the Dodgers were the better team. I gotta hand it to them.
So we're going into Major League Baseball now. I know he jumped into it a little bit quick, but we try to cover all 3 of the main sports. We love football the most, so that's why we do the betting and we're doing fantasy. But we're going to start covering baseball a little bit more, but just until October, the end of October. And basketball, we're going to actually do a pretty good amount.
Yeah, we appreciate your, if you guys want to talk to us about soccer or cricket, we probably don't know a whole lot about
any sport.
Badminton. We don't know a whole lot about it, but,
we're enthused about sports.
We'll offer our take.
Yeah, no, totally.
We'll do the best we can.
We will.
Okay, so...
Major League Baseball. So
recap, Giants-Dodgers 5-game series. We've talked so much about it. We've been a little down about it. You've moved on. I'm still kind of down.
We're Pacific, sports, so we're talking about the West Coast right now.
Yeah.
So we finally got the Dodgers-Giants postseason after 140 years, and it didn't disappoint. They won 5 games.
It lived up to that.
I wish it could have been an NLCS. I think they should change that to a reseeding.
Yeah.
I do think once you make the playoffs, it should be reseeded.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's a major flaw.
But right now it's helping the Braves out. So.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, I think it would have been 7-game series, but, couldn't ask for more. I mean, we could, but we got what we got. 5 games, went to the 9th inning. It wasn't over in the 4th. It wasn't a blowout. It was a battle.
1 run.
Oh, what's up, Justin? Missed you, man.
Oh, Justin. What's up?
We're recapping baseball right now. I know it's not everyone's favorite, but we'll hop into...
We're doing baseball. Oh, Justin, but we're doing basketball next.
We'll do basketball real quick.
We'll do basketball after that.
And we could talk a little fantasy.
And if you have fantasy football...
Yeah, well,
we got you.
We waited around for you, man.
Yeah, we're here for you, bro.
So, we're glad you can make it, man. Appreciate you. But yeah,
baseball.
I just think, dude, I think the series was great. The Giants have a lot to look forward to. But the Dodgers, man, they're hell of a team, and they'll probably finish the job here. I know they came back last night against Atlanta.
Really, you don't give the Braves a shot. They're up 2-1.
They're up 2-1, but that was a back-breaking game. That's like you're blitzing the quarterback, and he evades like 3 dudes.
It's like some Kyler Murray, Russell Wilson.
It's like, dude,
stuff.
It's like you sent everything you had. You sent everything you had at him, and they still were able to win it with Cody Bellinger and a home run.
Yeah.
Like, I think the Dodgers win today. I think Braves win, and then Dodgers steal one in Atlanta to force Game 7.
Mm-hmm. I can see it.
And then it's over.
I mean, they're the better team. Well, let's get Justin's question, though. So, Teddy Bridgewater. Okay, yeah. So the Thursday night game. Oh, so you're in it like a pinch here, Justin, because that's soon.
No, so he likes the Fins ML. We love it.
We like the Fins, yeah, great.
He doesn't like it as much as me.
Well, the coin flip won. You got your wish.
I did get my wish.
On a coin. So Teddy Bridgewater. So against Cleveland. We didn't bet on it, but we like Denver in that game. So that's interesting. Daniel, the only thing is Cortland Sutton. He's only got one receiver. I mean, he is Noah Fant, but Daniel Jones. So you liked the Giants. Didn't you say that was going to be high scoring?
I like
Carolina Giants, or maybe
I'm not gonna lie. I lean towards Daniel Jones and Jameis Winston.
Jameis. It is in Seattle though.
No,
but
it's in Seattle.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's kind of a big deal.
Wow. I like Daniel Jones, dude. I'm gonna take Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones.
That's a little controversial, but
it's I don't love Jameis this against Seattle. If it was in New Orleans, I'd pick Jameis. I would go with, I guess I would go with Daniel Jones too. I think he's going to come back, Justin, and I think he's going to play better. He's been slow. I think that Teddy is playing, even though the Cleveland offense is totally, injured right now, their defense is still raw, And Seattle's at home, and their defense plays well at home. So I would take Daniel Jones. Yeah.
I like Daniel Jones. I think he gets a rushing touchdown this week.
I like that prop. Rushing touchdown, Daniel Jones.
You want to hear a crazy? I thought of this when I was brushing my teeth this morning.
Oh, we're really getting into your morning routine here.
So I wake up, dude. I made my breakfast. I listened to some podcasts. I was brushing my teeth, and I was thinking, I was like, dude, I'm gonna do this crazy touchdown parlay, and it's gonna have Derrick Henry. Because he's just unstoppable.
A freaking machine.
Derrick Henry touchdown. I like Devontae Adams touchdown. I think Jamar Chase touchdown. And then...
Did you already parlay these?
I haven't done it yet. But I'm going to take those 3. And then you just convinced me. Daniel Jones rushing touchdown.
I like that.
That 4 parlay right there. I know there's 3 things that, could happen either way.
Derrick Henry, what is that, minus 400, him getting a touchdown?
Yeah, that's probably not great, but I think that I'm going to do the bet. I came 1 point yesterday of a crazy bet.
So
Denver money line.
Also, Denver good. Money line is good every other game. I got the favorites.
Justin, you got to be careful this week, man.
Yeah.
The Vegas.
You like Cleveland? Oh wait, also Denver is. That sounds like a good prop bet. Oh, thanks, Justin. Appreciate it.
That sounds like a good prop.
He likes your prop. I like the prop, too.
I like it, yeah.
Also, Denver money line is good every other game. I got the favorites. Got it. Yeah, Denver. We like Denver, actually.
I'll say this, though.
We were talking about Denver earlier.
Let me intervene here.
Go ahead, man.
He said that he likes the favorites, and I'm just going to say this right now. We talked about it earlier in the podcast. Vegas got their asses handed to the last 2 weeks by the public. They said last Sunday was one of the bookmakers said it was one of their worst Sundays they've had in a long time. So what have they done? They've adjusted their spreads. They've set 13 points now for the Chicago Bears.
17.5.
17.5. There's a 15-point spread that the Lions have.
I don't want to touch that game.
We didn't even talk about that.
Because I don't want to touch that game.
But I just would be a little careful with some of these spreads. I think Vegas is trying to get their money back. The public's been kicking their ass.
Yeah, Brady's right on that.
They're throwing their little bait in there, and they're going to fucking reel it all in. So.
Justin, 3 out of our 5 picks are actually dogs. So we got, to reiterate, we got the Bengals plus 6.5. We got the Raiders minus 3. That's a favorite home. We got the Jets plus 7 at the Patriots. Jeez. 17.5 Texans, and then minus 9 Packers is our other favorite.
We got to ride Aaron Rodgers on that.
Aaron Rodgers has been a beast.
Cards and Ravens, Titans weren't favorites.
Last Sunday, Cards and Ravens. Titans weren't.
Ravens were -3. I thought.
You went 12-1.
Yeah, there's a lot of favorites that won. Cards were underdogs. I thought Ravens were -3 though. And the Titans, I talked about it. The Titans, like all the nationally televised games, the underdogs won.
Yeah.
But everything else, it was favorites.
But nice, Justin. That's pretty nice.
Yes.
12-1. That's
solid
pretty
job.
nice.
Solid job.
But yeah, we have a lot of dogs this week that we like.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't think the favorites are gonna go crazy this week.
I can't. When was the last time you saw a 17.5 point NFL spread?
When the Patriots were 2007 with Randy Moss.
Like it's got to be like years, right?
Yeah.
Like so.
Yeah.
Jets +7 ain't gonna happen in New England.
Oh.
Ooh. I don't know, man.
I think I'm the Jets professional now.
He is I hate the Jets. I hate the Jets. I'm disgusted that we're betting on the Jets, but I'm down.
I'm the Jets professional here, dude. I think Zach Wilson. I think he gives the Patriots maybe 2 interceptions, but he throws a couple bombs down the field. And Mac Jones, dude, he's solid. He's consistent. But what did we see after they had their close game against the Buccaneers? The Buccaneers. They went to Texas, and they almost lost to the Texans. I think the Jets are a little
You know another thing about that game?
The Texans.
You know another thing about that game?
Talk to me.
They should have beaten the Dallas Cowboys, who are people are saying are Super Bowl bound, correct?
Yeah.
And they're a home team. Shouldn't that spread be bigger? Isn't Vegas telling us something?
Yeah.
I think the spread maybe should be 8 or 9. Like, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like, because they're in, New England.
And
like,
why is the spread? Well, here's the thing. It's divisional.
I get it, but it's,
I just think, just like how we talked about the Bengals, like, don't you think the Jets are tired of being the
doormat?
The doormat?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
This is a new way, man. Zach Wilson ain't afraid.
You got to fight for your right to party, man. Like, these guys got to fucking do something.
Yeah, totally.
All right.
Some basketball.
I'm good on the NFL.
We're good with the NFL, yeah.
All right. I guess because Justin's here, we'll go over to the NBA, and then we can
just jump back into baseball.
But usually we'll just go with the
schedule.
So we could talk about basketball bets today too. We didn't really do too much studying on that. I will say this though. Yesterday was a good day for the boy.
The boy. He's talking about himself, not me.
I bet on some soccer in the morning and I won. And then I continued that. I bet on baseball. I hit that. And then the final bet of the day, I had Jordan Poole. I needed 21 points, 4 threes, and the win to win 1,300. And I fucking came 1 point
Jordan
short.
Poole got 20 points.
I came 1 point short. I gotta put the lights.
Yeah, no worries. All right, Justin. So Celtics or Knicks? So Knicks are -1.5. Okay, it's home.
I lean towards the Knicks there.
I mean, they're scrappy as hell. I kind of like the Knicks. Yeah.
I like the Knicks. Bulls -5. Dude, that line opened up at -3.
It is -5 right now.
Didn't that open at -3?
I think so, yeah.
Wow.
We actually love the Bulls this year. I think they have a great roster.
Well, Cade's not playing. He's out. You know what I am... Dude, I hate that I've been conditioned to be this way, but
Detroit has three players out, and the Bulls are fully healthy.
I hate that I'm conditioned to be this way, but it's a 90% bet for Chicago. Like,
well, because Cade's out too. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's
you don't.
Dude,
we like the Knicks. All right, are we gonna agree with that? You like the Knicks?
Yeah, I think the Bulls...
I like the Knicks at home. I do like that. Who do the Josh Jackson. They got Killian Hayes is still out there.
I like Knicks money line, honestly.
Yeah. Bulls I mean, it's pretty. Are we doing that though with basketball? Basketball's a little.
Yeah, basketball's
like
crazy.
When you're looking at 90%. Like I kind of like the favorites do. Like
I feel like our basketball picks, like we've kind of been scrubs. Like we always just go like, all right, the Nuggets are playing with this team. Let's do the over. Like
the Nuggets are playing in Denver. Let's hammer the over.
Like we just fucking do the same. It's hella funny. Honestly.
We're gonna get more into it though, but
no, we are. But
I mean, it's everything points. If Cade's out, the Bulls should win that game.
We will.
I could see it.
Can we recap really quick because we were all over the Warriors yesterday?
Yeah, we. Oh, we're gonna talk about the Warriors-Lakers game because we watched it.
So your boy Melo, he had some nice fadeaways in the first half. I didn't see too much from him in the second. That's no disrespect to the guy. The Warriors just played some good defense there, forced some outside shots from the Lakers. I don't know. You brought up a really good point to me when we were watching it at Patty Flynn's. You told me, you're like, dude, the Lakers are only up by 5 points, and they're not shooting the ball very well.
They just...
I
want the Lakers
to... they can't shoot threes.
No, they can't.
And I listened to you, and I was like you told me everything I needed to know. I immediately upped my bet on that, and it worked. So,
and funny Lakers should have won. Oh, I don't know about that, Justin.
Not funny.
He only had one shot in the second half. Russ. Okay, yes, Justin. This is where we wanted to go. So, I never thought Russ would work with the Lakers. I've been saying it for months, right? I hate it. What I would have done if I were the Lakers is gone and got a bunch of shooters. What do you put around LeBron? You just go and get a bunch of shooters, right?
Yeah.
Like, I love Carmelo, though. Carmelo was a good signing. I think DeAndre Jordan's crap. I wouldn't have done that. I think you already got Dwight Howard. Why do you need two guys that can't shoot free throws? And DeAndre Jordan's way more washed than Dwight Howard is. Dwight Howard's still functional. I wouldn't have DeAndre Jordan, and I wouldn't have Russ, and I would have, like, a bunch of shooters. That's what I would have done.
That's what LeBron's good around. Like, that's what he needs.
Russ is a ball-dominant player that can't shoot a jumper.
Do you see the Lakers trading Russ before the All-Star?
They're not going to trade him.
No? They gave up too much?
They're not going to do it.
What did they give up for him?
I forget what they
Kuzma?
It was it really tells you how bad they wanted to get rid of him for what he went for.
Yeah.
To offload that contract, you know? So I think the only way, I was actually listening to like First Take and Get Up this morning about it. The only way that like Westbrook can be functional is if he comes off the bench. I think you start Rondo out there.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
You start Rondo out there, and then Westbrook doesn't play at all, like with the starters.
Westbrook is not.
I don't want him out there at all.
Westbrook's not capable. This is his problem. He's not capable of playing as a team that can he's not like KD. He's not like these other guys that can just seamlessly fit onto a team. Like the team needs to fit around him. And that's just not going to happen with the talent they have on that roster.
Yeah, no, I
That's
agree.
the best way to put it.
Let me get into what Justin said. So you only have one. Okay, I think Russ will be better. Russ does improve as the season goes on. He's always a slow starter. That's true. Buddy Hield and should have kept Mark. I totally agree. Buddy Hield would be great on this team.
Buddy Hield would be good on this team.
Yeah. Kuz, Harrell, KCP, and a first. Yeah. Okay, so that's what they gave up for him. That's, like, not a ton, to be honest. Like, it's a good amount.
The first round pick, that might pay off, dude. I think the Lakers could be, like, a 7 or 6 seed. I'm not that high on them this year.
Yeah. Okay, so Kuz, Harrell, KCP, and a first. Harrell wanted to get paid. They weren't going to be able to pay him. I get the Harrell. KCP, he's on and off shooting. Kuz was a great player off the bench.
Kuzma was always hitting a clutch 3.
I think you're right. Yeah. He got better when he transitioned to the bench. He figured it out after a while.
I always saw him hit that 3-pointer that either put them, like he hit the dagger 3 that put them up 10.
Yeah.
Or he hit the 3-pointer that they were down 2 and put them up 1.
Yeah.
He might not have averaged a lot, but his points mattered.
Yeah, no, it did.
That's what I'm saying.
It did.
Yeah.
So, Lakers will be a top 2 seed. Really? All right, Justin.
I mean, they have the talent. I mean,
they do.
LeBron and AD, like we watched it last night. There's points in that game where it was like so easy. It's like you get AD on a mismatch. LeBron feeds AD, and he does a freaking layup, and it's like literally like I'm watching people do 1 + 1 = 2. It's that freaking easy.
I just think that the Lakers saw the Warriors hitting a bunch of threes, and I think they should have just kept the course and kept like pounding the paint.
That's what I'm saying.
If I were the Lakers, there was no one down there to guard AD. Why is AD and LeBron shooting threes and jumpers? Why are they doing that? I know AD made some mid-range, but like I don't want you shooting that. Like
the other thing is they got a bunch of guys, and we'll get your what do you say?
I think they have Jazz ML is definitely going to happen. I think they have 15 homes in the next 20 games. Okay.
I mean, the Jazz are playing the Thunder, 13.5. Jazz money line, yeah. I mean, yeah. They're favored by 13. The Thunder are still like rebuilding. I don't know if I do 13.5 though. The Thunder have some good talent.
You said money line.
I know. Yeah. I'm just reading off that.
Kent Bazemore had some fouls though. He's getting into foul trouble. I think he had like 2 or 3 fouls in like a 4-minute span.
Yeah, well, Kent Bazemore's that dude. I mean, Kent Bazemore's a great defender. Like, I'm not gonna say he's not. I think it was a good acquisition by the Lakers. They need more defenders. That's why they picked up Avery Bradley.
No, you're right.
Like, they stole Avery Bradley from us, essentially.
Avery Bradley, he was impressive.
I'm going to freaking be so upset with, like... I think we should have kept him, the Warriors.
With Gary Payton Jr.?
I've not kept Gary Payton Jr.
How happy are we, though, to have basketball back, man? It's awesome.
Basketball's great. Yeah.
Us degenerates. We got NFL, we got basketball, dude. It's a good time right now.
Hockey's even back.
Yeah, we might be throwing down on some San Jose Sharks.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Why don't we take a peek at a couple? We used to do only West Coast stuff because we're biased.
Basketball.
Yeah, but
I have the basketball right here.
Yeah, I have them too. All right, let's talk about interesting matchups. I like Kings Trailblazers. I usually bet over in that, but I haven't looked at what it is.
They got I think that's going to be an interesting game. I really like Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
I think, or not Donovan Mitchell, freaking the other Davian Mitchell, right? That's his name, the guy who they got from Baylor.
Oh yeah,
he's a stud,
dude. What if the Sacramento? Because what did the Portland Trailblazers acquire this season? I feel like they've regressed. You know how they say if you're not getting better, you're getting worse?
Yeah.
They're minus 6.5 point favorites. 60% of the public's betting on Portland. I don't know, man. I think Sac can cover 6.5.
I think the other thing is like they have Chauncey. They have a new head coach. So I think it's even more. Chauncey's their coach now, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Chauncey Billups is their head coach.
Oh, okay.
So I think that's more reason to bet on the Kings.
I like the Kings plus 6.5.
Yeah, I like them too. Lakers are missing Ellington. They're also missing Nunn, man.
They're missing a lot of guys.
And Ariza. They miss Kendrick Nunn. Kendrick Nunn's a good.
But the Warriors are missing some peeps too. Klay Thompson.
Yeah, we could rank your team, Justin. Well, that might be one of the last things we do.
Yeah, we've been on for an hour, 20 minutes here.
Yeah, so we could rank your team and then we'll probably call it. But we could do so. I kind of like the Kings. So we in agreement? The Kings to cover that?
I like the Kings plus 6.5.
What about Nuggets Suns? I think that's interesting. So Phoenix is only -6. It's in Phoenix. What's the money on there? Do you have it?
57% of bets are on Denver, 6.5 minus, or plus 6.5, I guess. Is it?
Yeah. So I don't know. I think the Suns are kind of a tough matchup for the Nuggets. They're pretty even.
Didn't they play in the playoffs? And it was like kind of like.
Yeah. Clap.
Yeah.
I think I'd like the Suns to cover that if I had to choose.
No, I feel you on that too. All right, one last game we can talk about on the NBA. 76ers are taking on the Pelicans. Pelicans, 87%. Dude.
The Sixers are a mess right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Justin, if you want to send your team, we could do it quickly. He hasn't done it yet. So what do you think about that game? I'm curious.
The 76ers are a mess. They're playing against the New Orleans. Yeah, you always grill me on that. 87% of the bets.
Zion's out, though.
Are coming in on the Sixers minus 3.5.
Zion's out.
Yeah, he is out.
So what do you think?
Zion's out, and
Philly doesn't have Ben Simmons.
Which is they're not gonna have him for a while.
It's in the Pelicans' house.
Smoothie King Center.
Yeah.
Oh boy. That's a hell of a name.
Well, they don't have Lonzo anymore either.
No,
Who do they have?
like, do they still have Ingram?
Oh yeah, maybe I took over on his points.
Yeah, he's gonna go. Yeah, let's look at the roster. I'm just curious. They got Josh Hart. I like Josh Hart. Yeah, Brandon Ingram
Oh, I'm taking over on his points. Probably
was
20.
like the only notable name I know on
23.
here. Yeah,
Yeah.
Josh Hart. Jackson Hayes is supposed to be pretty good. He's the guy from Texas.
It'd be fun to watch.
Oh, here we go.
All
All
right,
right, Justin.
You're gonna take the floor on this because I don't do fantasy basketball.
Well, I haven't done. I'm not doing it this year either. So Dame. So I'm assuming Dame was your first pick. I love that. Obviously, Dame's a freaking beast. Marcus Smart, Drew Holiday, Jaren Jackson Jr., who's a stud. Drew Holiday, Rudy Gobert, Malik Beasley, Gafford. I actually don't know who Gafford is. Kemba. I like Kemba on the Knicks now. Valanciunas, Harrison Barnes, PG-13, Russ Westbrook, Lowry, and Kawhi.
I think you took some risks at the end there on some players.
So Kawhi, man, you're is he gonna play? I think he's trying to.
That's what I was talking about.
Kawhi's a big it depends where you got Kawhi.
Probably got good value on him.
10-team league, Devontae Graham.
Do we really think Justin overpaid for Kawhi? Come on, he knows his stuff.
No, I think he's fine. Marcus Smart, I love Marcus Smart. So if you're I don't know if you're in points or categories. I haven't done fantasy basketball in a couple of years, but I'm pretty up to date on their stats. But Marcus Smart is great at steals if you're doing, and so is Drew Holiday. It seems like you're trying to win the defensive.
You got Kawhi last round. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, then. I love that then. Yeah. Jaren Jackson Jr. is a beast. Blocks. Rudy Gobert blocks.
Russ, I'm not huge on, but we've talked.
Head-to-head points? Okay, he's a points. Okay, got you. So,
Head-to-head points are probably good.
yeah, Dame's a beast in that category. Rudy Gobert. So, Malik Beasley. Gafford, Kemba. Blocks and steals are extra. Oh, okay, then yeah, see? Okay, you definitely are a big blocks and steals guy. I could tell because you got Jaren Jackson Jr., blocks, Rudy Gobert blocks, Valanciunas blocks,
Kawhi steals.
steals,
Drew.
Lowry's a thief.
Drew Holiday's good defense.
PG-13 is Drew
Drew.
Holiday,
Yeah.
Marcus Smart, Harrison Barnes is a good three-point shooter.
You're a good defense team.
You've got some good steals and blocks. I like. You didn't do straight scoring. You like got points in other places, and I kind of dig it. I think your entire season is going to be on whether Russ like plays well.
Yeah.
You know, because PG-13, I like how you kind of hedged because PG-13 is going to dominate with Kawhi out.
Yeah.
And you got Kawhi in the last round, and it's just. And I really like Kemba on New York. I think you probably got a good deal on him because he hasn't played well the last few years, and I bet people overpaid for him in the last couple seasons. I really like the Kemba pick, and Jaren Jackson Jr. is gonna explode this year. And it's really Russ, man. It's really how much faith you have in Russ. I think between you, like if Russ ends up being if he ends up getting like hopefully close to a triple-double, I think he'll be fine. I got Kemba 7th round. Oh, that's a steal, bro. I think Kemba and the Knicks, he's from New York.
Yeah.
I think the Knicks are going to have a good year.
I could see him average like 14 a game, 15.
Yeah, he could maybe even more. Like Kemba,
Resurgent? Are you saying he's going to have a resurgence?
yeah. Well,
The problem is you can't play defense, but like you have the defense.
But you have such a great.
Yeah.
That's what the Knicks went out and did though. They got shooters, right? Because
Yeah,
they're such a like lockdown defense.
I love the Knicks tonight, dude. I don't know how you feel about that game, Justin. I don't know as much about fantasy basketball. I think your team's pretty solid. You got a lot of good defenders.
It's just Russell Westbrook is your biggest question
we're
mark.
not huge on Russ.
But I really like the rest of your team. Like it's solid.
But yeah, who do you like in the Knicks Boston game?
He likes the Knicks money line.
He's a Knicks money line guy.
Yeah, I like. I think the Knicks are gonna have a great year. I don't know. I like their roster. I don't know about the Celtics. I'm not
a fan of the Celtics
this year. I'm not a huge fan of the Celtics. No.
Like, I don't like how their offense is essentially just Jason Tatum. Like, I think he's a good player. Like, he's
Well, Brown too. Brown's good.
Yeah, but isn't he hurt?
He might be. Yeah.
I think he's out, dude.
Is he out?
He's always hurt.
My phone's slow. He's not always hurt.
He was hurt in the playoffs.
Let me look. Hold on.
Oh, he is playing tonight. Okay.
Okay, Brown is playing. So, I don't know. I like the Knicks at home. My phone's
I mean,
acting up.
Think that, like, this game will be, like, it's a big deal for the Knicks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's,
They can show that they're better than the Celtics now.
Yeah.
The Celtics have had their window, and they've not done anything with it. They had a great team for, like, 5 years, you know?
I mean, the Knicks are, wait, what were they were 2.5 or 1.5?
2.5. Or
It's-
no, I think it's 1.
It's 1.5.
Yeah.
So, I like Knicks money line.
Money line.
So, Al Horford's out. New Orleans Newell's day to day. Okay.
Kemba revenge.
So, most of the money's on the Knicks. Kemba Revenge, I like it. I like it. I hated how the Celtics, like, utilized Kemba.
No, they did trash.
I didn't like how, what's his name?
He was like a spot up shooter for them.
I wasn't a fan of how they
He was
used
like a
Kemba
spot up
Walker.
shooter that got abused on defense.
You gotta let Kemba go out there and cook. Like the Celtics, because Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are so good.
And they're ball heavy.
Jason Tatum's ball heavy.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown plays off a little
No,
bit
you're
more.
right,
But
they made Kemba play off the ball.
like they didn't really let Kemba set them up. You know,
No.
like Jason Tatum would bring up the ball a lot. It's like, what the hell do you have Kemba for? If you're letting I get Jason Tatum, like.
Kemba kind of looked lost out there under that scheme, to be honest.
I didn't like how he looked out there now. And I think there's too many, like, he's a perfect fit. Yeah, ESPN is totally on the Kemba wave.
Wizards ML is risky. Ooh.
But I think Beal can go off.
Dude, I kind of like that pick, man.
Raptors.
I might have to tell you, Justin, what are your for sure bets tonight going to be for the NBA? I might hop on one or two of those. And then that'll probably be the end of the podcast. I just need to get some info here from you. Who will play better tonight, Mikal Bridge or Marcus Smart?
Stats. Who are the so the Nuggets. What do you think? What are your thoughts?
Dude, I don't know. I'm kind of a casual, so I don't really know too much about Mikal Bridge.
Michael Bridges.
Oh,
Yeah,
Bridges.
he's on the Suns, you know. I think
I would lean Marcus Smart, but
I think
I don't know.
I think there's a lot of mouths to feed in Phoenix, man.
That's why.
Like that's the only thing. Like yeah, they got a lot of guys. They got Ayton, Booker,
You gotta really love that matchup.
Jay Crowder against the Nuggets at home.
Yeah.
I'd probably go Marcus Smart. I think they're gonna have to lean on Marcus Smart a little bit at the end. You know, he's a grinder. I think he's gonna get a lot of work, to be honest, now that Kemba's gone behind Tatum and Brown.
He's parlaying the Jazz, Sixers, Blazers, Bulls, ML.
Well, we like the Bulls money line.
Yeah.
Blazers. So Sixers over. We were just talking about that. The Pelicans. They don't have Zion. They don't really. It's just I like that.
I like the Sixers.
Jazz. So the Jazz. Just the money line. I like it because I kind of think the Thunder are gonna cover that. To be honest. Like,
yeah, I think
13.5. Like I think
Thunder can backdoor.
they have a lot of young talent. I like if that's all money line, I'm totally with it, Justin.
No, it is all money line. I
Okay,
said
cool.
ML. Bulls, ML.
Yeah.
A little bit not sure about the Blazers. That's probably the only one.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
But the Kings don't have Halliburton, right? He's out.
Yeah, he's out. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean,
I think those are pretty solid picks.
Yeah.
You never know it's a home run these days.
Yeah. So, all right. Well,
All right. Speaking of home runs, why don't we just?
I know you want to get this baseball in here.
Well, no, it's just our buddy. So shout out to Grayson. He's going to be the producer of
He's going to be our producer.
Pacific
Thanks, buddy.
Sports Talk Radio. Grayson, I know you're probably listening at some point in your day. Why is Halvern out? I thought he got injured. I thought he had like a serious injury in the preseason.
Yeah, I don't.
But I don't freaking know, dude. Like,
How do you know that information and I don't, though?
I'm all over Twitter, man.
You're on Twitter, aren't you?
Yeah, but I haven't been paying attention to basketball, so I could. Don't listen to me, man. Don't listen to me. Halvern, NBA.
Halliburton injury? I don't know.
I thought he was. If he's playing, then that.
I'm curious about
I
that.
thought I read something about him getting injured. I think I'm out of it right now.
Oh, wait. Let's see. 5-2. Well, that was a while ago. Wait.
It is Halvern.
I don't see anything.
Oh, he recovered.
I don't know why. I think he's fine.
King's injury report. Let's look that up.
He's playing. Oh, no. He said he's playing. Yeah. So
Okay, my bad, dude.
No. Well, we didn't know. Davian Mitchell and Halliburton love the combo. So Justin, we're actually gonna switch to baseball now and then probably wrap it up. So, but we appreciate, man, all your questions and stuff. Like, it's a good time.
You guys are right. Blazers Kings game can go either way.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's the Wild West, bro.
I love Davian Mitchell and Halliburton. I love that the Kings picked Davian Mitchell.
Dude, you know
they
what?
got a freaking steal with Davian Mitchell.
Sneaky future, but take the over in the Kings wins this year.
I think Davian Mitchell can win ROI, like straight up.
Oh, I love that. I think he's gonna be a resurgent. We're gonna see the Kings resurgence, man.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're going to switch to baseball. But, Justin, thanks, man.
All right, so anyways.
We'll be back Wednesdays, too, by the way.
Yeah.
We're back Wednesdays. Sorry we
Wednesday.
missed last week.
We're probably going to be 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Pacific
time.
Pacific time. Around that area. We were a little late today.
Yeah.
But we'll be 10 a.m.
Yeah.
So, I think if you're East Coast, then it would be, what?
Yeah.
1 o'clock?
Knicks are 40.5 wins, I think. I like the over in that.
Yeah, I like the over.
I like the over. That's kind of low. Wow. Okay,
right.
So baseball.
Let's just do a quick power. Just so anyway. So Grayson was telling me, he's like, I want you to talk a little bit. He's looking forward to hearing the other sports. So we just hammered basketball.
We love basketball, man. We're gonna do a lot of basketball.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not in my prime basketball form.
We're still in football zone and playoff baseball.
Yeah, I will get in my prime basketball form probably in like November. That's when you're gonna hear better takes from me.
I'll get better quicker than that.
Dean's gonna be carrying.
I watch a lot of basketball.
Dean will carry the load here. But anyway, so
okay, playoff baseball.
Playoff baseball. Red Sox 2-1. The Astros and the Dodgers both in danger of going down 3-0 in each series.
Both had late game rallies.
Baseball, Red Sox in 5. Not too much of a baseball guy, though.
Well, hey, you're sticking around, Justin. We appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks, Justin. Well, I think the Red Sox are hot as hell. Like, I could see it.
Yeah.
I know you're on Houston's wave, though.
Red Sox in 5. You know what? Red Sox will win today. They will win today.
Maybe
for
6.
Sure. They're going to win in Fenway. I think Red Sox in 5 is a pretty fair statement.
Yeah.
I think yesterday was a fluke. I heard a lot of people calling for the umpire's name. You know, everyone does that when they lose.
But Fenway, of course.
Especially in Fenway. Yeah, all those freaking crazy Boston fans.
Yeah.
But I think, they're too hot right now. The Astros, you got to respect the fact that they're always hanging in there. They're always ALCS. Regardless of if they cheated, I know they did. They're a good team.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh,
those bastards can hit. So
I love it. Love that vibe. Yeah.
Dodgers Braves is a little like, it's a bummer. 'Cause the Braves had it. You know, they were in the 8th inning and they gave up the home run to Bellinger. You know, he's been freaking great for the Dodgers throughout the playoffs.
It's like he's not swinging at the stuff that he swung out of the zone before.
Dude, did you see?
The home run, the high one.
Did you see where it was?
How did he catch up and hit that? It was slow. That's why. It wasn't that fast.
He didn't throw gas, but still.
It was only a 94.
Well, what's the scouting report on him? throw it up high.
If that was 99, would he have caught up to
If
that?
Duvall threw that, he's not catching up to it.
You can't catch up to 100 and up that high. Nobody can.
No.
He threw it slow. That's why he crushed it.
Yeah. But still, for him to hit that ball in that location,
I was like, wow. Because
well, no, did you
the whole season?
Did you see him walk into first base when it happened?
Yeah.
He looks all right. First off, he always looks stoned. But second off, dude, he was like so surprised. He was facing the diamond, like the inner part of the diamond,
Yeah.
and he was just standing there like this, like did I just do that? Like, dude,
He was walking around going.
the guy was an MVP 2 years ago, and then he's freaking like one of the worst players in baseball.
Well, because you know why? Because he swings at that pitch.
Yeah.
If you don't have the gas to throw that pitch, you don't throw that at 94. I'm not throwing him that at 94.
No.
Like,
The guy won an MVP.
you can't catch up to it if it's 99 or 100. But if it's that slow, you were calling 94 slow, but it is like that. If you throw a pitch that high, come on, man.
I think he won an MVP for a reason, regardless of how trash he
Not
is.
by swinging at those pitches, though.
No, but he won MVP for a reason. He's talented. He's a great fielder.
Oh yeah,
Like
he's fast.
when they stick him at first base, it's kind of unfair. It's like
Yeah,
because first base. I know you're not huge on that position defensively, but like having a guy that can run down the line and cover that like no man's land.
yeah.
Like he almost like.
Well, I gotta say, as the shift has become more prominent,
Yeah.
first base they're asking more of you these days.
Yeah, totally.
Because when they shift over, you have to be able to get that.
Well, he covers that like crazy.
Well, because he's fast.
Those foul
and
balls
he's
down
wiry.
the line.
Yeah.
No, he's a great fielder.
And now he's hitting a little normally now. So.
Well, that's all the Dodgers need. Like, their freaking lineup's stacked. If Bellinger figured it out, we knew they were going to be scary.
Yeah.
I think Dodgers will win that in 7.
Yeah.
I'll give the Braves another
7,
one.
wow.
If it goes to Game 7, are we really going to say that the Dodgers are not going to win that? Like, they're
No, they're going to win it.
No.
I think the Red Sox are the team that are going to take it. I think the Red Sox are going to win the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Team of Destiny?
They're too hot right now. The hot team wins postseason baseball.
I like your take, and I think we should end it on that.
Yeah. So, sad about the Giants, man. We're stoked. Basketball's back.
The Warriors.
We're going to keep going on football. So, last time, football. This is our picks, our NFL picks for the day. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Yeah.
So, plus 6.5 Bengals, -3 Raiders, +7 Jets, +17.5 Texans, -9 Packers.
Yeah.
And our coin flip bet is Dolphins money line. So, we got through all 3 sports.
I can't believe we made it through all 3 in a record timing here at an hour and 37 minutes.
Wow.
For those of you who stuck with us, we appreciate you guys hanging out. It was a little bit of a slow start for us today, but we got it going. We got our picks in there. We're pretty proud of that. Yeah, man, stoked for some more basketball tonight, and we'll see what happens with the MLB playoff.
And so 10 a.m. we'll be here.
10 a.m. we'll be
Every
here.
Wednesday, 10 a.m. Pacific time. We appreciate you bearing with us. We missed last week. We're a little slow today. But 10 a.m. Wednesdays, and we'll get through basketball. We'll probably do most sports, mostly football, but we'll get through all 3.
Thanks for hanging out with us
Thanks for being here.
on this hump day. Rock on.
Please subscribe if you haven't.
Yeah, thanks for subscribing. We're trying to stay festive out here with the pumpkin.
Love the pumpkin, man.
Love the vibes. All right, guys.
Peace. Thank for joining us.
Take it easy, fellas.
And ladies.